I'm an adult entertainment worker, and I recently had an experience with a client that made me feel sorry for his wife. I've seen messed up things in this line of work, but this still haunts me. So I'd been in the adult entertainment world since I was 18. I'm 30 now, still pulling high-paying regulars, still in control. I never felt bad about what I did. If anything, I had more respect for myself than half the married men who walked through those doors. Until this one client. He was older, rich, punctual, came in every single night for 2 hours like clockwork. Always with gifts, extra cash, and this weird polite energy, like he saw me as his little secret prize. He never talked emotions, and I was fine with that. It was just money. But after a year and a half of this routine, he did something that made me want to burn the world down. He booked me for 5 hours. Unusual, sure, but whatever. I show up in the lingerie he likes, perfume he likes, ready to get it over with. But he walks in with a girl. A young girl. So young looking, I thought she was 15. He immediately says, "She's 20, don't worry." She looked terrified, like deer in headlights, frozen on the spot. I assumed he wanted a threesome, which isn't uncommon. But this girl, she wasn't a client. She was his wife. He sat down, lit a cigarette, smiled like he was about to tell a joke, and goes, "This is my wife. We've been married a little over a year. She found out about you." I didn't even have time to process before he kept going. "She's religious, won't divorce me, but she had the nerve to threaten to leave." Imagine that. Then he laughed. That cold, arrogant kind of laugh that made your skin crawl. Then he said it. So I thought, why not let her see exactly what I do every night? I want her to watch. I want her to know she's powerless. You're going to do to her what you do to me, but worse. I want her humiliated. He said it like it was a business plan, like I was just another prop in his twisted fantasy. His wife, shaking, crying silently, still hadn't said a word. I stood up and said, "Do you seriously think I'm gonna help you do this?" He smirked like he expected me to cave. "This is your job, sweetheart. What's the difference?" The difference? Everything. I looked at her, trembling in that bed, and I snapped. I'd seen men cheat, lie, manipulate, but this was next level evil. I told him to get out, take his wife, and never come back. He crushed his cigarette on the floor and stepped in close. "You're making a mistake you'll regret." But I didn't back down. I stared him down until he grabbed her arm and stormed out. Her eyes met mine one last time, and I'll never forget the way she looked at me, like she wanted to scream, "Help me," but didn't know how. After that night, I couldn't stop thinking about her. I started asking around, found out where they lived. I saw her a few times. Grocery stores, pharmacies, always alone, always dead behind the eyes, and every time I tried to approach, she ran. I knew what was happening. I'd seen it before. She was trapped. He had her brainwashed and cornered. I stopped working, obsessed with finding a way to get her out. Eventually, I got proof. He came home drunk one night and started screaming at her on the porch. I filmed everything, the yelling, the threats, and when he slapped her across the face, I called the cops. They came fast, arrested him on the spot. I handed over the footage and agreed to testify. I thought it was over. I thought I'd saved her. But a few days later, I ran into her. She looked me dead in the face and said, "You destroyed my life." I was stunned. She wasn't scared anymore. She was furious. "You did this because you want him. You want my husband. You want to steal him." I tried to explain, to remind her what he did to her, but she wasn't listening. She threw every insult in the book at me, called me a whore, said I was jealous, said I'd never be more than a toy to him. That's when I realized some people don't want to be saved. She loved the cage she was in, and no matter what I did, she would never see me as the one who tried to help, only the one who interfered. A few weeks later, he was out. She didn't press charges, didn't follow up. My testimony and the footage weren't enough. He walked right back into his old life like nothing happened. And the worst part, he came back. Same circles, same clubs, like he knew no one could touch him. Other girls started warning me, "Watch out, he's getting worse. Violent, mean, cruel." But this time I wasn't watching from the inside, because I was done. He didn't just ruin his wife, he ruined everything that kept me in this world. That final line of control I thought I had, gone. So I quit, cold turkey. No goodbye party, exit plan. I just walked away, because I'd rather be broke than ever let someone like him near me again. And if he's still out there, finding new women to break, let him. He'll never find one like me again.